Hey y'all, it's a cloudy, dreary old morning here in East Tennessee, but you know what? It's February and we got some warm temperatures, so we're gonna take advantage and try to catch us some catfish today. I launched here in this creek and I've come back here toward the back of it. And what I want to do is take a minute or two here and throw the net and get us some fresh shad. I've got us some bait already in the cooler. I've got us some skipjack. I loaded up on those, and I've got some shad in there that's a few days old. But what I'd like to do here to start our trip is just throw the net. I'm seeing a bunch of shad activity back here, especially further on back here, just flipping everywhere. I think we can make one, maybe two throws, load up on those, which what I hope is threadfin. I'd like to have some smaller threadfin shad. That way, we're gonna work our way out of this creek today. That's the plan. I'm gonna start back here dirt shallow, and we're gonna troll dragging baits all the way out to the entrance of this creek, which will be somewhere around 40 feet deep once we get out there. But I'd like to take our bigger baits, the skipjack, drag those on normal catfish rigs. Then, if we can get some of these, hopefully the smallest shad we can get, I'm gonna take one of them alive, put on a jig head and troll that behind us too. So hopefully if we come across any fish that are up in the water column, maybe some crappie, maybe some drum, whatever, we'll have us some bonus bait and maybe throw those on there too. And then I'm gonna take another light action rod, put a couple of these live shad on, and we'll suspend it off the front of the kayak. So we're gonna drag two catfish baits off the back, suspend some live shad off the front, and then also troll a crappie jig off the back with a live shad. So enough of this, y'all. We got to get to it here. We ain't gonna net these shad if I keep sitting here holding the camera. So I'm gonna get my net together here. Y'all come with me. Grab your fishing poles. Grab you some snacks. We going fishing today, everybody. That's a lousy throw. I'm worried about throwing y'all and this camera off my chest as I fling this thing around. It hasn't happened yet, but it only takes one time of it happening. Oh, look at, well, by gosh, folks, I was talking about maybe getting a drum on the live shad, and I'll be damned if we didn't accidentally net one. A massive one at that. He's gonna spook all these shad off, ain't he? Boy, look at that thing, y'all. How about that for starting a trip? That's a hell of a bycatch. That one's too big. I don't want to fool with that one as far as cutting him up for bait. So it's your lucky day, drum. I'd like to have caught you on the lighter tackle rod though. You got in the way, buddy. Get out of here. He don't care. There you go. That's a pretty good throw y'all made right there. That thing opened up real good. We're 4 feet of water here where we're at, by the way. Let's see if we got anything. Yeah, we did. Actually, I think them might be gizzards. Yeah, some larger. I think them is gizzards right there. There's one larger one and then some mediums. We'll certainly take those too. I was hoping to find some thread fins though. Well, y'all didn't make as good a throw that time. You got paranoid on the follow through about throwing the net into the camera and taking it overboard. Let's see if we got anything with it though. Yeah, we did. Well, maybe we will bring him in. I think them some bigger gizzards right there. Yeah, all gizzards back here today, folks. We'll keep an eye out as we make our way up through here. We may end up throwing again if we see some, what we know for sure is threadfin. All right, we'll get your net out the way here, folks. Let's get rid of this for a second. We'll just stick it here up under the seat. Let's just throw that big one right there especially. We'll use him for sure. Let's get that other big one too. We may start with them. We'll put them on alive on our dragon rigs. These others here, like I said, we'll make use of them. There we go, folks. Old gizzard shad. Down he goes. We'll start letting out some line on him. Get our other rig going here. We'll just cut this one here, use the front half of him. There we go. So now we're going to have a whole shad that's on a live dragging. We'll have a head bait on dragging. Once we get out a little bit deeper, I don't want to bother putting on the lighter tackle suspended bait here at 8 feet of water because there's just not enough depth to be realistic on that. But after we get out here, let's say we get out here about 10, 12 feet deep, we'll put that on. And I'll just take some smaller pieces of the shad, we'll cut them up smaller and put on there, since we didn't get any thread fin. And if we poked around here in this creek, if we kept throwing and throwing and throwing, we'd eventually find the thread fin. I promise you we would. They're in here. But I don't want to waste a lot of time with it because that was just going to be kind of a novelty thing for us. And we're still going to do it. We'll just take a piece of cut bait and put on that jig head and throw behind us and stuff. And we'll have a reasonable chance of catching something on the cut bait too, as far as the light tackle rod up front goes. Let's throw out our jig. This is a 1/32 ounce jig head, just a small hook. I don't know what size that hook is. I'm guessing probably a number 6, maybe a number 4 at the most. 6-pound line, light action rod. We're going to just take a sliver of this gizzard shad, just a sliver. So here we got this, folks. It's a cut bait on a jig head, and it's going to put off some scent and some flash as we just pull it through the water. And I'm going to toss it out here behind us, right in between our dragging lines. I'm not going to run it real far back because we're still 10 feet deep here. Now I'm just going to stick it back here in the back rod holder and hope to God we don't get that thing hung. At least it'll be easy to break off with. Boy, our gizzard shad seems to be getting a little lively there. You can see that line just, he's swimming. Oh, what's going on here? I think something's, I don't know what the hell's happened here. This line is, something's got we've got a fish on this light tackle rod, folks, and we've somehow got our line. Boy, every day's a damn nightmare, folks, with tangles. Folks, this line is over here beside us. Y'all have had a fish on. He has swam all the way over here in front of us on the other side. He got tired of waiting on you to reel him in. He said, I'll just swim up here in front of the kayak. We finally got him. We finally got him figured out here. This was our cut bait on the jig head. Let's see what this is. It's a big enough fish to feel good on the light tackle for sure. I don't know what it is yet. I don't think it's a crappie. I'm betting either a catfish or a drum. I think he just got in our front line right there. He did. That damn fish, buddy. I look back, I'm like, what's going on here? And our line, he had swam all the way up here beside us without y'all paying attention. Y'all ain't very good fishing partners sometimes. I need y'all to be my eyes and ears in this operation. It'd be real helpful if you could get him out of this line here. He's all up in that one. He's all up in it, folks. We're just gonna have to deal with that tangle. Okay. It's a blue cat. Fish number one's a blue cat, folks. Light tackle. Got him a piece of gizzard on a jig head. He's got that other rod. He's got that bait in the tail. Open up that mouth, would you? I got to be careful here too, because I don't want to end up. We got them other hooks right there from the other line. Let's bring him on in, because I don't know where all these hooks are at, and I ain't trying to get stuck today. Them other hooks are small, but I still don't want to wear them. I ain't trying to get no piercing like all these kids walking around the mall today. You been to the mall lately? What a dumpster fire those places have become. Them kids walking around, all them piercings and everything. All right, there goes our jig head. Where's the other hook at? I know it's in his tail. There it is. Blue cat, you've caused all kinds of problems right off the bat. Announce your presence, blue cat. When you bite a bait, I need you to announce that you are on. You need to swim don't swim toward us. Swim away from us. That way we hear the drag pulling. There. All right, folks. Here we go. Blue kitty. Somehow I had the line around my hand. All right. Hey, we ain't skunked, by gosh. There he is. He got it then. He got it then. We're hooked up on our cut shad. Y'all finally got you one on this cut bait. I'm proud of you. You've been pulling that thing around now for damn near an hour. Well, it ain't been that long, I don't guess, because it's just now about an hour. And part of that time we spent flapping our gums and throwing the cast net. So he's gonna pull now. He's hitting it and getting it back there. He's whooped, he just don't know it yet. I've got the kayak set here on cruise control, so it's gonna compensate for the fish pulling us backwards and kind of keep us on that line. It really makes fishing easy. In my pedal kayak, if you're trolling like this and the fish hits, you're going to get spun back toward the fish. And the advantage to that is you get to go on a sleigh ride. That's fun. Get towed around. The downside is if you've got a second line out, you end up oftentimes wrapped up in it because you'll end up kind of spun in a circle. Easier to fish. I wouldn't want to do, I tried in the past, pedal kayaks, dragging two and suspending two, but it's better for me to just, if I'm gonna pedal, just drag or just suspend. Hard to do both and not end up in a mess at some point. We about got this one up here now. He been a nice fight for his size. I think he may end up being smaller than the one we got on the light tackle rod though. He fought good for his size though. That's a good sign that they're active and aggressive. This one here, I think we don't even gonna have to get hold of him, folks. He looks like he is just flesh hooked. There we go. We'll see you, fish. Got a quick release on him. Oh, nice takedown. Nice takedown on the light tackle. Well, he nailed it, didn't he? He nailed it. Another small blue. Let's use our D-hooker on him. Shall we? I think we shall. This one's a perfect size for this D-hooker. We'll take our D-hooker. Well, I may not be able to on this one because he's got the hook. There we go. Got the hook. I'm going to pull down with our left hand on the line and we're going to flip him. And apparently, we're just going to get the line wrapped up with the damn D-hooker. You know what? Let's get the dang thing by hand. I was a little worried about that one anyway because it's down in his mouth. Couldn't really get around the hook, and you just made a fool of me, fish. You made me look real stupid right then. Back rod's hit now. That was a better one right there. He's pulling some line. He's pulling line, folks. This is a better fish right here. It's on our shad. That's a better one right there, folks. We're 25 feet deep here. Yeah. Yep. This is going to be a better quality fish. He ain't fighting real hard right now. I feel like I'm mainly just pulling him. But I'm definitely pulling some resistance. He was stripping some line there first thing though, wasn't he? We'll just take our sweet ass time with him. It's nice to be hooked up again, y'all. I wanted to catch some fish today. I want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to catch fish and I want to catch big fish. I don't think that's asking a lot. Tighten down just a little bit, try to get a little bit more pull on him. I mean, he is not fighting hardly at all. It's me just pulling him in, but like, I wonder, is it possible he's foul hooked? Am I pulling this thing in backwards? Is he wrapped up in my line maybe, and I'm pulling him in sideways? Wouldn't that be something? He'd be a dink or something. I'm just pulling him in sideways. Either way, it feels good though. I mean, I'm basically pulling him to me. Now he's coming at me a little bit. Get him up here. I ought to be seeing him here in a second or two. I'm glad y'all finally got something worth catching here today. About damn time. I'm tired of seeing y'all reel in these dinks. It's a good fish. I'm fearful he's gonna get. Let's reel in our front bait here, folks, before he gets in it. Oh. If y'all was a fishing partner worth a damn, you'd reel that front line in for me there. Okay. Got it out of the way before he can come up here and get in it. Oh man, this is gonna be a good one. I still ain't looked at him yet though, view. Let's try to get him on up here, get him up the surface so we can see him. I'm gonna tighten down just a little bit more on that drag. I'm gonna be so disappointed if this is some foul hook dink. Because it feels good. Like, it's got me excited here, folks. I think this is going to be a real good fish. Yeah, that's a really good fish. That's a whopper right there. That's a whopper, folks. That's a whopper. Yes. Yes, buddy. Yes. We got us a good one, man. Dragon shad, 25 feet deep. We've been working this creek all the way out. At it for, what, over 2 hours now. So, 2 hours, half a mile an hour. That's roughly a mile or so, give or take, that we've covered in this creek. And we put our baits in front of a good one, and he gobbled it up. It was on the shad. That's a really good one. That's the best fish I've got since I got back home from Florida right there. All right, let's get our glove here. Grab our glove. Be nice if one of y'all would land this thing for me, but hell, I can't even get you to bait the hook, so it's a wonder you even show up anymore. Oh man, that's a good fish, y'all. That is a good fish. Yeah, it looks like he's hooked good too. Let me give him a little slack. I'm gonna set this rod back in the holder and grab the line. Okay. Okay, look at that thing, buddy. That's a beast. That is a beast for sure, buddy. Golly whopper. Okay, fish. I'm gonna need you to behave now. Come on in. Come on in. That's a good one, buddy. Oh, buddy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Indoor behavior now, fish. There goes the hook. Oh, buddy, y'all. Set up the camera mount here for me, would you? Let's set that camera mount up there. Okay. Y'all hold this fish up here, would you? I'm gonna take a picture of you and this fish. Get the thing set right there, you go. Oh, y'all. Oh, buddy, that camera's crooked, I don't even care. I just wanna hold this thing up, man. There we go. Oh. Y'all, it took a couple hours. And really, it took me about a damn week. But by gosh, I got a good one, buddy. Oh, man. That's awesome. He's got a mark on his head here. I don't know if you can see that or not right there on the right side. Oh, man, he's heavy. This one's got some weight to him right here, y'all. Oh. All right. Let's do what we do on the big ones. Let's let him go. Get another bait out there. Man, if he's got some friends, I'm willing to play. That's a good one, buddy. I'm gonna let him go on this side. Oh. That was an ordeal right there, buddy. I'd like to have let him out a little more gently than that, but fish that big, you can't lean over too far, especially with this bait bucket here and all that. I ain't trying to go swimming today. Oh, fist pump, buddy. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. That's so awesome. That's the fish I've been looking for. Ever since I've been back home from Florida, y'all, I've been looking for that fish. Oh, here we go. There's one on the light tackle rod. Where you been, fish? Been waiting on you. Was hoping to get several of you today on this light tackle. You've let me down. It would be interesting to drag with this light setup, though. We're going to rig up something. We're going to do it, folks. Some kind of light tackle dragging rig just for doo-doos and giggles. We're going to try it. Here's another one that hook is positioned as such. At least he's got his mouth open for me to grab him. If that hook's down in there enough, I don't think our hook de-hooker is going to work very good. Which one did he? I think he ate the head bait. I had the head bait portion on the top. Yeah, because there's the chunk on the bottom right there. It's still on, which he has managed to get himself wrapped up in. There you go, fish. Thanks for helping me out with that fish. He flipped his tail and knocked the line off of it. Perfect. Thanks for coming with me today. I'll see you on the next trip.